generate a literally a 20 minutes podcast.
Squeeze every lap. Picture this. You are sitting at your desk right now, or maybe you're stuck on your morning commute, right? And you have this low-level anxiety AI tools. Every single week there's a new update, a new language model, a new way to automate workflows and squeeze every last agonizing drop of efficiency out of the workday.
Yeah, it's exhausting just thinking about it.
Really is. But what if, in this frantic sprint to endlessly upgrade our software and our tech stacks, we are completely ignoring the single most important piece of hardware in the entire equation?
Which is your own mind.
Your own mind.
What is the ultimate blind spot of our current technological era? I mean, really. We are handing over the keys to these infinitely powerful external tools, but our internal operating systems, our brains, our emotional regulation, our attention spans, they are quite literally crashing under the weight of constant information overload. We're basically trying to run next generation software on hardware that hasn't been properly maintained in years.
Which is the core focus of our deep dive today. We are looking at
How many of you think learning like this, like you're creating podcast on the topic that you want, random topic, is much better? You know, few people learn from text. Few are visual learners. Few are auditory learners. Few are kinesthetic learners. Like they need to feel stuff to learn. So for people who are auditory, they cannot read. They'll create a web, like an audio out of it. And in fact, I can interact. Hey.
Whoa, did someone just break the fourth wall? Let's hear it.
Hey, I just want to really understand how doing spiritual work in the world of AI is very useful. Just one sentence. Just tell me that one sentence.
That is a phenomenal question.
And we absolutely love that.
You want the core thesis in one sentence.
Here it is.
In the age of AI, the only non-automatable, truly differentiated competitive edge is the quality and clarity of the human mind directing the technology.
That's the strategic answer.
Avinash, the founder we're discussing, is adamant about this.
He said,
How must your mind know? You are right now entering the podcast. Isn't this crazy? Yeah, type in the word yes in chat box if this is crazy. This is not it. I will show you something that will blow your mind 10 times from here. And that is this. You could create your own YouTube video on the topic that you want from the same tool. We've literally created an AI video here.
So let's talk about the age of AI. What do you think is the single most important tool for success? Well, one tech founder is making this really fascinating, kind of counterintuitive argument that the answer isn't a piece of software at all. Okay, so let's just dive right in with this really bold claim. It's from Avinash, the founder of a company called Freedom with AI. And in a tech world that's just obsessed with hustle and code, right? He says the most important tool he used to build his company was meditation. Yeah, definitely goes against the grain. So you gotta ask, where does a statement like that even come from? And this isn't from some spiritual guru sitting on a mountaintop. This is coming from an engineer, a guy who used to work at NVIDIA. I mean, come on.
It's just made up that sentence. I'm not from NVIDIA, but see everything else. Could literally ask to delete the word and to see it.
One of the highest performance tech companies on the entire planet. And his company, it's not some small startup. We're talking a global platform. But here's the kicker. He argues this has nothing to do with faith or belief. For him, it's all about the data. He is absolutely convinced the numbers prove the value of this internal practice. And that is exactly what we're going to dig into. Okay, so what's the problem this founder is even trying to solve? Well, it turns out it's a crisis that's kind of hiding in plain sight.
How many of you shocked? Right now, in the higher plans of Notebook LM, you could create cinematic shots. Like you could have Hollywood level videos while creating this video. Like so every video on any topic that you want and could imagine, like with cinematic visuals and cinematic editing, could be literally being generated. Right now it's in the higher plan, it will take 1.5 hours to generate, so I will not be generating that. But you get what I'm talking about, right? And you could generate audio, video, podcast, quiz, right? If you think this is good, type in the word good in the chat box. This is how infographic works. Yeah? Good? Amazing. So now, how many of you are ready to see us build a tool like Notebook LM in 5 minutes or under? If you're ready, type in the word yes in the chat box. Notebook LM took hundreds of engineers' time for years to do this before the AI era. This is like 2-year-old tool. So before this AI is this powerful, they manually coded it. So now with the help of AI in this world, we will replicate the same tool in 5 minutes. Like it will not be all the features, but you will get the basic features in literally 5 minutes for absolutely free. And you could do this literally tonight or tomorrow. Okay? Animesh, let's go.
Hi everyone, welcome back again. Let me share my screen one time. And this time we'll be building something on this amazing tool called Bolt. So Avinash, should I explain them on Bolt, then paste the prompt, or should I let the prompt run and then explain about Bolt?
Second one.
Let's just run the prompt. So I'll just run the prompt and I'll explain you the whole thing that we're doing. So So basically, what we're doing here is a process called vibe coding. Vibe coding is nothing but think AI is your friend. You're vibing with him, like talking with him, and it's doing all the code for you. You do not need to touch any single line of code. You just explain to the AI, look, this is what I want, this is exactly what I want it to look like, this is what exactly I want it to function like. And AI takes care of all the headache of writing the code, and it just talks to you in plain English, and AI creates the code by itself. How many of you are programmers here in the, just say me in the chat box, programmers, raise out of developers if you are. Okay, great. So now after you see the way we are programming with this tool, you'll probably be like, oh, what am I doing all my life? Because as you can see, I just gave it my prompt, which is this, where I just explained it the structure of the app that I want to build, right? And this prompt is also generated by meta prompting only. AI only wrote this prompt for me. I just explained it simply what I want. I want to replicate Google LM, and I want to have these features. And it wrote that prompt, and I pasted it into Bolt. And Bolt is
literally went to ChatGPT and asked it to write a prompt. Write a prompt for an app like Notebook LM. I want to build that with Bolt.u, and then ask us few questions. So ChatGPT asked us 2 to 3 questions. We answered them, and then it created the entire logic. We don't understand logic. We just copy pasted the logic, and that's all. You can continue on this.
Yeah. So basically, the way this works is, let's say we have to build Notebook LM. It has to have 2 things: intelligence and a voice, right? So what ChatGPT said, you can take my intelligence. ChatGPT's intelligence I can take by using something called an API key. API key is nothing but if you build an app and I have to use some features of your app, you can give me those by giving me a small password, which is an API key. So I go to ChatGPT, I take the API key. For the voice, I went to 11 Labs. 11 Labs is another company which creates voice models. So I go to 11 Labs, get their API key, connect both of them, and I have Notebook LM for myself. So the brain of ChatGPT writes the script, and the voices in 11 Labs dictate the script in a way that it comes out like a podcast.
Yeah. So Animesh, let's just show how to create an API key in OpenAI. Just a start. In the meantime, it's getting built, right?
You have to go to this platform.openai.com. I'll just share you the link.
And also, let's copy paste the prompt of.
I'll just copy paste the prompt as well. Prompt is not gonna paste. I think it's too big.
Just or we put it in a doc.
Doc in a doc and give it to you.
So you see, API is like having password of OpenAI. So essentially, what is a podcast? Podcast is words first and then voice second. If AI have to develop a podcast, it have to first generate the text, and then AI voice have to read the text. So now what we're trying to do is generate API from OpenAI and give access to my ChatGPT to generate text in my app that I am building. API is the easiest way to get access to one more AI tool in my tool, just like accessing. Like API call is what developers say, right? And now this is OpenAI part, and then comes my 11 Labs part. 11 Labs is like a voice generator. It will convert the text into voice, like human sounding voice. So that is why we are giving API of our 11 Labs in the prompt. If you take that particular document, you will see a prompt in it. So now you have two APIs that AI could access from your API, from your AI tool. If this makes sense, type in the word "makes sense" in the chat box. Type in the word MS in the chat box.
And I'll make it even more simpler for you. If you are not getting 100% of what is an API, why do we need 11 labs, why do we need ChatGPT? Simply paste this prompt in ChatGPT and just say, explain me what am I doing here. And it'll tell you, okay, you're using ChatGPT. Okay, how am I using ChatGPT? You're using it for API. Okay, how do I make this API? It will give you step by step. So you do not have to be an IT background person or anyone. You just need to be able to follow instructions. That's it. I'll show you how I get an API key quickly, like less than 2 minutes, and anyone can do it. All you have to have is a ChatGPT account, and you come to this URL. Okay, I'll give you this link. So a lot of people will not believe me, but this is how ChatGPT used to look like when it initially started. This is called the playground of ChatGPT. So you can just talk to ChatGPT here normally. But the main thing here is it's supposed to be built for developers. That's why they have API keys here. Come here, I'll go to my settings and I'll come to API keys, right? And here you'll see a lot of API keys are there. Just click on create a new API key and just say testing 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. I'll have to select a project and create the secret key. And that's it. I have my API key that I can use anywhere to access ChatGPT from my own applications. That's it. If you ask ChatGPT also, it will give you the exact step-by-step breakdown. So let me see. Okay, our app is done. Do you want to see it in action? How many people are ready? Just type me in the chat box. I think those 2 people are not ready to see it also, but let's see. Okay, let me copy the API key. So first I have to add the OpenAI API key that I just generated, and I have to add my 11 Labs API key. 11 Labs is the same process, by the way. After adding both, it will validate my keys are valid or not. Let it validate. My both keys are correct. Now let's say I pick a topic, future of AI. Let's say this is my topic. Okay, I'll click on generate podcast. So now it's using the OpenAI key to generate the podcast script, as you can see, right? That it generate, it will probably take about 1 to 3 minutes in total. In the meantime, I'll show you the amount of code we wrote. So here you can see a properly structured project with like hundreds of lines of code in less than 5 minutes, right? As you can see, it has proper mapping of a React-based project, and this file literally is 200 lines by itself, and these files are combined around 500 lines. And it has proper proper organization. UI is in one folder, API keys are in here and all. So it's like proper good quality like code. It's not even just random HTML code, as you can see.
How many of you developers are shocked to see this? Type in the word shocked in the chat box. And this is not even the max we could do. This is like the least we could do with this kind of tool. Like in 5 minutes, we just want to show you something and we're showing it. Just like that. Yeah, anyways, let's go.
So coming back, our script is done. Script is ready with 30 dialogues. Now it's generating the audio. That too, all 30 are done almost. Now it's merged, and let's see. You wanna see the script? You can see the script here, right? And here is the podcast. Now drum roll and start.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Tech Talk Today.
Hi everyone, we're excited to dive into today's topic, the future of AI.
Absolutely. AI is evolving so fast. What do you think is the most thrilling aspect of this evolution?
You know, the most thrilling part for me is its ability to augment human capabilities. We're not just talking about machines replacing jobs, but rather enhancing how we work.
Right, like having a super assistant. But what about the fears? I mean, I hear a lot of people worrying about AI taking over.
Oh, for sure. It's a common concern, but I think it's important to remember that AI is still fundamentally a tool created by us.
Exactly. It's like giving a really smart calculator to a math student.
Hahaha, yes. And let's be honest, without that calculator, some of us would still be stuck on basic.
It's almost sound like AI defending AI.
No, it's not sounding like AI at all. For the people who watch podcasts in general, especially the international
Because
podcasts.
of the audio quality, we know that it's an AI. So it's like AI is defending itself. No, no, it's not a problem. People will not take over. It's okay.
Yeah, amazing, crazy.
How many of you are mind blown right now? A lot of people said I would have won a hackathon if I know this tool before. Um,
Yeah, I could see. Everyone type in the word MB for mind blown in the chat box if you're mind blown. Type in the word MB. Amazing. Perfect, Animesh. Now, let's show people what we give to our users in general, our community members, to literally get 400% hikes and all of that. Like the interview thing that we have. Like,
okay, yeah. Sure,
let's show that.
Let me log into
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, this will blow your minds off. Like, how many of you are looking for a change in your job? Like, a better job, a better company, or trying to start your professional career? Type in the word me in the chat box. I could see Tanuja, Praveen, Anil, Priyansha, Yamini, Divya, Brit, Brit, Sneha, Varnika, Karthik, Suresh. You will love this. It's just crazy good. And we'll also show you one more tool that we give to our exclusive to our members. Two tools will show, and then we'll come back to the open source tools. Okay? Perfect. Let's go, Animesh.
Okay, my screen. So this is something we developed by ourselves for our community. This is called PWI Job Copilot. Let's get started. First thing, you can search jobs here on these platforms: LinkedIn, Naukri, and Indeed. Okay. Let's say you're looking for a full stack developer role or senior developer role. You are from any of these cities. You can change them, of course. Let me search. Now I'll get like, job matches for exactly these things on all these platforms. And when I create an account, it asks me like 20 questions to know a lot about me. I'm not going through that onboarding process right now because it will take like 10 minutes to fill. But it has all the information about me already. Right now it's searching for jobs, and as you can see here we have a lot of searches already done. So let it come back.
Yeah. So it will be
Searching
searching
job.
for each.
I think I searched for 5 job roles at a time, that's why it's taking time. I can do this full stack developer in Bangalore that I have already searched. Let me click that.
Okay. So it will take like 5 minutes to search jobs from these platforms, and you could choose to only work with one of the platforms instead of all three platforms also.
Yeah.
By the way, the bold.new app that we've created, it's just one click deploying. You can click just once and you have the link that you could use. Like it will take you hardly 10 minutes for you to deploy. So it's just one click deploy, no coding required for deploying also. So it will give you the URL that you could present it in front of anyone as a prototype and stuff like that.
I don't know why, but in my Chrome it's taking so much time to load. But when I load it in my normal browser, it is loading immediately.
Do it with the normal
Let me
browser.
just do it to the normal browser. Okay, just a second. Please stop sharing this. Okay, I just have to refresh the page, so it came back.
Yeah.
So as you can see, I got some jobs. Let's say I am interested in the software developer job at Infosys. I'll click on generate resume and apply. It'll give me a score about how well this is related to my experience. Skills wise, I'm at 36 on 40. Role fit is also there. Just location is in Bangalore and I'm in Hyderabad. That's why it's saying location wise it's not so great. Experience wise it's fine. Now I have to, let's say, apply for this job. What we always say is we have to have like a specific resume for each job. So if I click on this, it will generate a resume for me just for this specific job. Let it come back.
Following all the top principles, not like the base level principles. Like it follows the ATS, all of that. Can you just please show it a little better?
So I'll just open this. Is it better? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. How many of you could see this is like a professionally done resume. Type in the word yes in the chat box if you think this is professionally done resume. Yes, and yeah,
And this is customized to this job role. If I go to a different job role and I do it, it will be customized to that job role.
yeah.
So this is one, right? And there is a cover letter that also is needed. A lot of times when you apply for jobs, so it will generate a specific cover letter also just for this job application.
Yeah,
Now,
in the onboarding form, we take your application, like your resume. So we rewriting the resume from your current, resume.
yeah, as you can see, this is to hiring manager of Infosys Bengaluru, like proper cover letter for them. Now, let's go one step beyond. Let's say you can of course apply on this job. What if I want to prepare for this job interview? I'll just have to click on this button, mock interview. Now, prepare my interview. It will go research about Infosys, research about this specific job roles, how many rounds are there in this job, and it will create a full stack job application, sorry, job preparation course for me. You have to go through an HR round, go through a coding round and everything. Here you will go talk to someone, you will write code also, you will do everything. Let it come back. It's doing like proper deep research about Infosys. You'll just see the output, then you'll say, okay, this is crazy. How
Because
many,
identify.
how many of you procrastinate a lot in looking for better jobs because it's such a tedious process?
Type in the word procrastinate, P in the chat box. You literally don't get into a new job because it's a tedious process. So now one tool and 4 clicks you have your stuff. So now you could do your company research.
It did the company research completely here. What is the interview process? That
And by
also
the way, it saw its recent initiatives also. A recent corpus fund of this much is created, AI agents, all of that is there in the beginning. Yeah, here, 200 AI incentives, initiatives at global client. It is literally telling what's going on. People who are working in Infosys don't even know this much about their own company. And when you go and even about all of this research here and there, I've heard that you're doing 200 AI agentic initiatives for a client in UK, and I think blah blah blah. So this is how you get your first impression. Yeah. Yeah. Next.
and then we have the data interview process, so you know what to be ready for. A lot of times we go into job interviews not knowing how many rounds are there, is it even worth it and all. It breaks down exactly what the company follows. So an online assessment test, technical interview, Java. For Java role they have a different thing. For Python role they have a different thing. For everything it's breaking it down. What tech stack you have to know to be able to be in this full stack process, that is also there. And what are the common questions also, that is also there. Now for the main thing. What if you can have an interview right now with someone at TCS? Let me show you. Priya Sharma is joining.
Hey there! How's your day going so far?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. So, can you start by telling me a little about yourself and your academic background?
So I'm someone who is very much interested into tech, and I have done BSc in computer science.
Oh, BSc in computer science? Nice. And what sparked your interest in pursuing a career in software development specifically?
As a kid only, I always wanted to become a software developer, and I think I fumbled a bit. But you can type also.
That's awesome! It's great when you know what you want from a young age. What about Infosys makes you want to start your career here?
Infosys being an Indian company doing so much, working as a MNC in the world is like a very proud moment for me. So working with Infosys would be a great step in my career.
It's taking a little time, but usually it's just a server issue. When you use it, it will be very
Yeah,
easy.
that's a really great way to put it. We're definitely proud of our global reach and impact. Now, thinking about the technologies, are you more drawn to Java, Python, or React for development?
So
now it's going to technical rounds. Should we go show them the coding rounds?
Yes, let's go to the next one.
Let's go to the coding rounds. So I'll end the interview here. Let it finish. Let me end the interview here. I'll go to the coding round. For this, Amit will be taking my interview.
Yeah.
Technical aptitude and fundamental round.
Hey there. How's your day going so far?
So this is another round, which is a verbal technical. Then is a coding round is there. So
Let's end this also.
let's end this also. We'll go to the next one.
Yeah.
Coding challenge.
Coding challenge.
Embarrass myself.
Okay, sounds like you're ready to dive into the technical stuff. Hey there, how's your day going so far?
Doing good.
Great to hear. So let's dive into a coding problem. Can you write a function to find the north Fibonacci number efficiently?
Okay, let me try. I have no idea. Let me try. I forgot this all the coding. What do I do here?
Sure, take your time. How would you approach this?
Wait 1 second. Let me just copy this.
No worries, take your time. Think about the recursive definition of Fibonacci and how you might optimize it.
So just give me a moment. I'm on it. Oh, where is it? I should get it.
Yeah. Essentially, animation is not that kind of.
Sure, no problem. We're looking for an efficient solution here.
I think I'm embarrassing myself here, but you got to the point. We have a full code running here. When I submit the code, it goes here and everything, and it reviews the code and gives us feedback also.
Yeah. How many of you think your job search?
Thanks for sharing your code structure.
Yeah. Perfect. Animation, let's show them how AI will be auto-applying the jobs also.
Sure. So this is how you do interview, guys. Not like me, but a little better. Okay. So now, let's say you wanna apply jobs. You are so lazy, you don't wanna even go and do all this stuff. You just wanna AI to apply jobs. Right now, we're only doing for Naukri, but of course, we'll add for others also. Let's say I wanna have a full stack engineer role somewhere in, let's say, Bangalore, or maybe something different, backend engineer. Let's try this. Start auto applying. It will open Naukri. It will click on the jobs for me and it will apply for me. It will only apply the jobs which are easy apply on Naukri, by the way, so that it is easy for it to apply. We are adding it in a way so that it can apply on company websites also. Right now it's applying directly on Naukri. So all the company website jobs. I have actually tested this tool so many times. There are no job left for my profile to apply. Okay, this one is there. So backend engineer. This is applied. See, applied 1 of 50. Now it will apply for more jobs.
Yeah. So it's applied. Like it will apply for 15 jobs just like that.
Yeah.
How many of you think this alone, finding jobs, writing personalized resume, and then applying for those jobs, and then preparing for the jobs that you want to do, is this alone could literally get you a lot of hype? And then we also have a feature where AI will teach you how to negotiate right thing for your package in the market conditions. Like it will teach you how to negotiate your package with the real HR when you go out there. So what is your worth according to the projects that you did in the past, and what is the market rate in those kind of companies, and it will teach you everything like that. How many of you think this is fabulous? Type in the word fab, F-A-B, in the chat box if this is fabulous. Yeah? Crazy. Amazing. Nice. Perfect. Thank you. And if there are some times where Naukri has to go through a chatbot questionnaire, AI is answering those chatbot questionnaire also.
Yeah. So this one, I think some error happened in the Naukri side, not our side, when it tried to answer. But yeah, AI will type the answers also for you. Given that it knows the answer, if it doesn't know, it will say, for now, can you fill it once? I'll remember it next time. So that is also this. How many experience you have in Django and Flask? I think I have put 10 years, I think, for this. Let's see.
Yeah. It will and by the time you wake up, it will just have the tool,
Yeah.
like,
It's thinking the answer because I think I haven't specified Django and Flask. It's my profile is based on React, so it will probably be okay. This is probably answer is not there, so I'll just make it remember. This should now be able to answer. But yeah, this is how it works. It will cross check from okay. People are getting the URL also from this. See, it said yes and it's continued, applied automatically. So like this, it will keep applying, and I'll stop this for now. Let me stop it, and it will keep taking a note also. All the jobs you have applied will be added here.
yeah. And you could be a little more specific, you know, when you say job type, you could also give the skill stacks and you could give this is the package max you want. All of that filters will be added. So only specifically with your criteria, if Naukri finds a job, it will apply. It's not like it will be applying all 100 jobs or 500 jobs. And even after applying, and if you don't get what you feel like, you don't have to go for their interview, right? Make sense? Amazing. So now Animesh, let's show them what we've built in terms of prompt engineering.
Sure.
Yeah.
So even a few more features are there, like you can keep the jobs application, you can track them how they are going and all that. Like you, if it gives you a tracker also on if you are doing a job hunt activity, it will show you how many active, how many offers you have got and everything. So all that is there. Okay, let's go to prompt engineering. Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Now,
So we've created, by the way, a tool called Prompt Genius. So what it does is this. Let's say you want a marketing plan. Yeah. Make me a marketing plan for my cafe. Yeah. This is what people write, the prompt, right? But now when you click on that particular button, just click on the enhance button, it will enhance your basic prompt into a mega prompt. And then when you enter, it will ask you questions.
yep. So it's enhancing my prompt right now, and it's typing like
Yeah. And then you know, these are the constraints, what we want, what we don't want. It will just enhance the prompt. You will read that particular prompt. If you like it, good. If you don't like it, you will make it better, and then just click on enter. If you want to redo, of course you could redo.
it will redo undo. You can give it feedback. It will learn from your feedback everything. So now let's see. It's asking us questions. Quick question, this, good question, that and all. So should we answer and go to the next steps?
Yeah, just with voice you can answer 2 questions.
I'll use the voice. So let me answer this very quickly. The location is Hyderabad and my cafe is about some Japanese matcha. Okay. Current performance, I have a daily footfall of 100 people. And I do not have a Google business profile. I have an Instagram page which is dead and I do not have an email list. Okay. Offering and positioning, I only sell matcha based coffees and I am premium range cafe. My target customers are young professionals and college going like students. Space and experience, my space and experience is pretty great. It's very aesthetic Japanese vibes. The budget of a marketing is like 1 lakh in a month. I have 2 team members who can work on this marketing plan.
Yeah, so we basically, instead of typing, we just spoke it out loud. You could just type it.
It missed some things, but okay. Okay, let me just, because the voice thing I think is not there right now.
Yeah, but that's fine. Just enter that information. So we entered our information, and then it will now create the entire 90-day marketing plan for us. How many of you think this kind of marketing plan will not come if you just create 1-line prompt? Type in the word agreed in the chat box if you agree with us. The quality of output is so good, like target audience, segment 1, segment 2, all of it is coming this way, only because we wrote a big prompt and asked it to ask us questions. So now we are not only, and this is by the way 3rd technique, we are enhancing our prompt to be a mega prompt. And this is the kind of tool that's not there elsewhere. So we are merging mega prompt with act as prompt and mega prompt. All 3 techniques in one to give you the best possible output. Make sense? Perfect. Amazing, Animesh. Thank you for this. And last and most important topic of the day. How many of you heard AI agents? Type in the word AI agent in the chat box. Type in the word AI agents in the chat box. Amazing. So now, Animesh, you have 15 minutes to talk about AI agents.
Okay, let me quickly get started because this is something I get crazy excited about. So I have to be strategic with time here.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen again. Yes. I hope you guys can see the screen. OpenClaw, your AI workforce. Now, everyone and anyone who is thinking AI is just something that you chat with and can live inside one chat window, forget that. AI is now alive thanks to agents. So let me explain you what is OpenClaw exactly. OpenClaw is like something like it's like a someone which connects to everything, emails, calendars, browsers, file, everything, and it can run multiple things at a time. Okay, it can work from your phone, it can work from your laptop, it can work from your server, and it's completely open source. What this means is you do not have to pay anyone to use it. It's your own software. Of course, if you're hosting it on server or you're using some AI, you have to pay them, but the software itself is completely open source. Okay. Now, to put it simply, if you want to think about what is exactly OpenClaw and what exactly are these AI agents, think of it in a way. If you are a person, you can now hire a team of hundreds of people to do hundreds of tasks without you stepping in. How many of you think that sounds out of the world? Just type OW out of the OW for out of the world. I'll show you also how it's done, but how many of you think this doesn't make sense? How can this be possible? It's like having a team of specialized people working 24/7 for you. It can research, it can write, it can schedule things, it can code, it can do every single thing. And technically we can say it's not replacing human, it's amplifying your output. Like you as a person, if you're using OpenClaw, you're able to do the work of 10, 20, even 100 people if you're using it properly. Now, by listening to all this, it connects to your mobile, laptop, emails, and everything. First concern would be in your mind, where is my privacy? If I'm giving everything to AI, where is my privacy? So look, I'll explain you how to be private with OpenClaw also and be safe. There are two ways to use OpenClaw. One is maximum security, one is maximum power. Okay, maximum security means is you take OpenClaw, you host it in your computer, okay, and you use something called open source models. So what is exactly open source model? I'll quickly break it down. Let's say I build ChatGPT, okay, and I say you pay me, then only you will use ChatGPT, okay. Someone else, let's say Mark Zuckerberg, built something called Llama, and he built the brain, and he said, here, you keep it. So you can now take the brain, run it in your computer, and your data is completely private with you. So even if it knows your email, even if it knows your other things, it is in your computer only, it's not leaving your computer. How many of you are clear on this? Just type clear in the chat box. Because there is an AI which is open source, which can be completely private, and there is an AI which is closed source, like ChatGPT, Claude, and all these AI tools can give data to them. Okay, so if you want to have maximum security, you can have it. So moving forward, what all things I'll show you, have see it in with an open brain. Okay, this all is possible. Don't worry about privacy, because if you want to implement it privately, you can do so. Clear? Should we go to the next part? Okay, so basically now I'll show you the use cases. First, before I built this job copilot for everyone to use, I built this in OpenClaw. I'll show you a small demonstration. And this is the funny part, I can talk to it with my phone, okay? I'll say, let me turn on. So I'm looking for a senior Python developer role in Hyderabad around some 18 LPA range. Can you search Naukri, Indeed, LinkedIn for matching jobs, create personalized resume tailored for every single job description, and also apply for me, and do this for the next 7 days, and every day tell me how many jobs you applied for me. So I have sent this to my OpenClaw, and I'll show you here also on screen how it comes. But I just wanted to show you, you can literally talk to it. Like, how many of you feel like this is impossible? How is this possible in the world of AI? But you can literally talk to your agent like it's an employee of you. I'll show you how it comes. Here, let me just open. Sure. I have ran this command before so that it saves you time. I'll just show you the output directly. Yeah, 1 second. So here is my open flow. So I've talked to it on Telegram. Okay. If anyone doesn't know Telegram, it's like WhatsApp. Yep. I'll show you how it created. Not only it did apply for jobs for me, it created a whole dashboard for me to track my job application. Let the link load. It is like crazy how this works, and let it come back. So it's loading right now, but it created a whole dashboard for me to track all the jobs that is applying for me on a daily basis. How many of you think like this is crazy? Just type me in the chat box. You can see here I have applied. I'm looking for a job. Sir, we already built this demo this week. Okay, I think it came back. Okay, I think server is down or what? Let's see. I'm hosting it on Amazon servers. It's probably down right now. So let me see what is happening. Okay. Here you can see in a small message it gave me, and it created a dashboard also, but I'll read you the message because the dashboard is not live right now. These are top matches it found. Software engineer role around 22 LPA. Infosys 5 Pinnacle around 80 LPA. All these jobs, it created 15 personalized resumes for me, each one tailored to the specific job description, and auto apply also is done. How many people think like this is crazy? 15 jobs from one command. Right? So I'll show you the another use case also, which is the next. How many of you resent meetings? Not because the meetings are boring, but after meeting you have to make notes for the meeting, follow up with the people and everything, right? So what I built basically is I'll go to OpenClaw. I'll show you. I'll paste this kind of something. Here is a meeting recording for today's client meeting. I'll put the recording here, transcribe it, extract it, all the action items, and assign deadlines to the right person. What this simply means is AI has become my project manager. Every time I come out of a meeting, I'll give the meeting recording to AI and say, now you go check the meeting, whatever task is there for someone, add those tasks to the task manager and keep following up with them. Once they come back with the task, you approve the task also. Once you are happy, then give it to me. How many of you think like that is crazy? I'll show you an example. Just ran it once. Here you can see. Okay, this is what's that? Get. Meeting summary. As you can see here, the 44-minute team meeting, these are the people, Animesh, Kiran, Yusuf, all the people. The focus was this, and here the action items. For Kiran, you have to test AI calling system. For Yusuf, you have to deploy the backend. All this stuff in a message, and it will now draft the follow-up emails, send it to them as well. How many of you think like this is like will take away at least 8 hours of your week? In someone is saying it's kibiting, full crazy, right? So this will at least take away 8 hours of your week by just taking care of your meetings and following up with the people. If you just give it access to your meeting recordings. Right now I don't even have to paste the recordings. It has connection with my note taker. It automatically fetches recordings from him and it will do all the things, right? So I'll show you another use case. How many of you hate looking for flights?
Wait. Show us the email, no, of Kiran. Yeah.
Code that is after this actually.
Oh, got it.
That is the fourth use case. So you wanna see this first? Should I showcase that first, the code review?
No, you could do this.
Cool. How many of you resent the process of booking flights and movie tickets because when you end up doing it, the price is so high and the movie tickets are sold out because you have procrastinated so much, right? Just type me in the chat box if you agree, right? So what I did is I built an agent which is simply, if I have to go to Mexico tomorrow, find me the best flight, the cheapest flight with the best route, and it will find it for me. I'll show you how it's. I'll show you an example output of this. Mexico.
Yep. The reason why we are showing examples instead of doing it live is that if we do it live, it will take 5 minutes for each prompt and it will take 20-30 minutes just to complete this part. So that's why we're showing what's there in the past so that you get to see what all is possible and what all you could do literally in OpenClaw, in your Telegram, where it has access to a server randomly somewhere else in the world. Crazy how the world is, progressing to be an agentic world. Yeah, anyways, next.
So I give it simple prompt, look, I want to go to Mexico in the December, find me the best flights from Hyderabad, and some more details like find me the fastest road, it should be the cheapest also, all the major airlines. I don't have US visa, so it should not go through US, all that stuff. Now it gave me best option, Hyderabad to Istanbul to Mexico, which would be costing me 50 to 70,000. The next option is Hyderabad to Dubai to Mexico, which will take more 5,000 extra. And then Doha is up to 80,000. Then Hyderabad, all this. So basically, it gave me the best option, and it researched all this and found me the best flights. How many?
And for everything, it will create a dashboard for you. Personally, for this task, just for you. The dashboard right now, Amazon server issue, but otherwise you could see. It will create a dashboard for you. But the best part is, let's say you want to book a movie ticket. But the worst part is, tickets are not available and tickets are just getting added once in 5 minutes or 10 minutes and 10 seconds my tickets are gone. So you could deploy this agent with your Book My Show or with your Zomato and it will book food, tickets, movie tickets, experiences, just like that. All you need to do is give a credit card, keep a limit of some 5,000, 10,000, but for that credit card or debit card that you especially bought for your agents, and you keep a domestic limit of 5,000 rupees, and every small thing that you just buy on Amazon or whatever could be now a prompt. And even if something happens, it's only the 5,000 limit that you have or 3,000 limit that you have, so nothing will happen. So how many of you think this live automation is also crazy? Type the word crazy in the chat box. And yes, AI is right now trading live. Like you could create, if you have a framework to trade, you could give it this framework. A 24/7, whenever there is an opportunity in the live market, anywhere in the world, it could call you stating, hey, there is this options exchange happening in, let's say, Singapore market, maybe you could go and do this trade. Do you want me to take a call? Then it will take a call for you. Like if you approve on a mobile phone, you could be elsewhere doing some stuff, just like your stockbroker calling you and asking should I do it, it will just see for that opportunity that you have and it will call you. So that is also possible, yes. So you're not just asking it to give information, you're asking it to do things for you. That's the difference between normal world and the AI agents world. Next, anyways.
And the funniest thing, all of it is so much personalized that if you're about to book a movie that it knows you'll not like, it will warn you also. That look, last time you went to this guy's movie, you didn't like it, so you want to go for him or not. So that is also there. Next. This is my favorite feature. Me being an agency owner, we do a lot of code every single day and everyone writes code. And anyone who is a project manager or let's say a team lead will know that this is like the most cumbersome process to review code and figure out all the issues that your team has made and ask them individually, can you fix this, can you fix this? How many of you experience the same thing? Just type me in the chat box. Writing code, reviewing code, all this, right? Now, what I did is, I created a GitHub account for my OpenClaw. Added it to my company GitHub. Every night when everyone sleeps, it will go open what everyone wrote in code. It will create them and it will at the end email them also. Look, you put this code, this is the problem, please fix it. By the next day when I'm coming in the meeting, it is already fixed because that person received the email from my AI. I'll show you the kind of email it writes. It's also a very beautiful looking email. I'll just show it to you. Okay. See, share this screen. And by the way, I have given my an email ID also so that it can do all this stuff. So as you can see, it wrote an email to Kiran. Hi Kiran, here is a weekly code review of this. Code quality 85 100, error hunting 90 to 100, documentation 70 100, test coverage 40 100. These are the issues, what you did good, what you did bad. How many of you think this is like on another level? Step me in the chat box. Like AI reviewing code passively when you go to sleep. And it will go do it for everyone. Right? So now that we have covered the big use cases, I'll cover some daily quality of life kind of use cases also. I think I'm sharing my screen, right? Yep.
Yeah, you're sharing.
So some small things. If you are someone who like to wake up with certain kind of reports or news, let's say you are a trader, you want to know what happened in US stock market, what happened in UK stock market and everything. You can ask AI every morning, just give me a report at 10 a.m. and it will tell you, good morning sir, this is what happened, that is what happened, right? You can also ask it, okay fine, now check my inbox, see whatever emails have come and whatever I need to pay attention to. It will go and do that. Can you check what my team is doing? So I have added it to my Discord. Our team works on Discord. It will message everyone. Hi Kiran, what are you working on? Hi Yusuf, what are you working on? Take the updates and give it to me. Right? So like this, there are a lot of use cases. Like literally, you can ask it to remind you to get on a remind me to call deeply after lunch, and it will do that also. Research the top 5 HR tools. It will do that. Literally anything and everything. You do not have to go to ChatGPT anymore. You do not have to go to Claude anymore and all. Everything is in your OpenClaw, and the best part is, the more you talk to it, the more it learns about you. So in the future, it will start telling also, sir, every day you're asking me about top 5 AI tools today. From tomorrow, can I start sending you that list by myself? It is at that level of interest. How many of you think like that is like mind blowing? Just type MB in the chat box, right? So it will learn your behavior, and I have set up a rule that every day what you feel you did right, what you did wrong, learn from that, and next day don't repeat it. And now the main question is, how can I build it? That is like a whole another process itself. So yeah, at the end of the day, you can say, okay, can you check my bills if they are done or not? I want to learn Python, teach me Python, anything and everything. Like this job finder tool I built before this, I asked my OpenClaw to build it for me and gave me a glance of how it can be built. Same the live interview and everything. So yeah, that is the whole thing about AI agents. I think 50 minutes are up, or are we under? We have time. You can keep on time. Sure. So in the meantime, I'll answer some people's questions. Some people ask, one person asked a very good question. Are people in US buying these agents if we build for them? That is like the big opportunity right now in the market. People are building these agents and they are selling it to the companies. Like just imagine if you go to a company and say, look, from tomorrow I'll automate all your code reviews. That company will throw money on your face. Just do it and make you sit down in the office until you will not let you do until you get it done. Similarly, if you say, I'll automate all your HR processes, that is candidate screening and all that stuff, don't you think that would be something that will basically expand the thing? Because now you're not promising them information, okay, I can do this with AI, that with AI, I can give you this report and all. No, AI will do the things actually that people are doing in their companies and make things more efficient. How many of you think that can be like an amazing money making opportunity? Just type Oppo in the chat box if you think that's like an amazing money making opportunity. So in the meantime, just you can ask me any questions. I have 1 more minute for you guys. How to create agent. So is the OpenClaw an automation builder? No, OpenClaw is more like a agent that can build automation, but it can do a lot of things also. Thank you for the detailed information. Thank you. How can I build students who can just pass like an examination?
Yeah, thank you, Animesh. Thanks, everyone. How did you feel about AI agents? Type in the word amazing in the chat box if you felt amazing knowing about this AI agents. We'll tell you in the future masterclasses on how to install this AI agents in 1 click or 2 clicks. The whole process is like a 2 hour process to set it up, and people in US are charging $3,000 to $4,000 just to set this up for millionaires and billionaires of the world in California and in Bay Area, San Francisco and stuff like that. So we'll do a separate class on just agents in the future. Okay? So now, thank you for everyone who is saying amazing. Thank you, Animesh. You could sign off for now. And
Thank you everyone. It was a great time interacting with you. Like the audience is like crazy tonight. Like it's people are going crazy at this time. So it's amazing. Thank you everyone. It was nice interacting with you. I'll leave you guys with Avinash. You'll have even better time. Okay? Take care. Bye bye.
Perfect, everyone. Hi. Are we back right now? Now, in the last 90 minutes, how many times did I or Animesh wrote a single line of code manually in the chat box? Answer this. Answer this in the chat box. Manually, single line. 0. Not once. So if something here is thinking, if someone is here thinking, I am not technical enough, do you really have to be technical enough for you to understand AI? Yes or no in the chat box. Absolutely not. You don't need to be technically strong for you to do this. And this one is important, and I want an honest number. When I showed you meta prompting, where you ask AI to interview you before helping, how many of you understood it in the first time I explained it? First go, you understood what is meta prompting. Type yes if you got it immediately. Look at this. Hundreds of you understood a technique in 60 seconds that most professionals haven't even heard of. You didn't study for it. You didn't prepare for it. You just got it. Some of you are sitting here and thinking, I'm not smart enough for this. You've been thinking that your whole life about your career, about learning new things, about whether you belong in the rooms like this. But you just understood something very important on first try. Our technique that a Fortune 500 consultant charges lakhs to teach in 60 seconds with zero preparation. You are not lacking intelligence. You're lacking a guide. How many of you absolutely agree with me? Type in the word yes in the chat box. Type in the word yes in the chat box if you absolutely agree with me. Yes. Yeah. Question number 3. Type hand in your exact